ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. See, everyone on the path to God or in the path of spirituality has an ardent desire to seek God, to search for God, to experience God. So everybody has got that quest on the spiritual path. So let us examine what a master says on this path towards the truth or God. See, the ultimate truth is not far away. It is not distant. It is near you, closer than you are to yourself. But still you go on missing it, and you have been missing it for millions of lives. This continuous missing has been and became a habit. Unless this habit is transcended, God, truth, or whatsoever we may call it, remains just a myth, a theory, a doctrine, a belief, but not an experience. And unless the divine is your experience, the belief is futile. The belief becomes the deception. It does not become an opening. It closes you from all sides. It makes you knowledgeable without knowing it. It gives you a feeling of knowledge without any intimate experience of it. If you believe, you stop seeking and take it for granted. It cannot be so, said the master. You will have to pass through a mutation. That is, really you will have to die and born again. Unless the seed that you are dies, the new life cannot sprout out of it. Belief becomes a barrier. Belief gives you a false assurance that you have known. Belief is just borrowed. A Buddha says something, a Jesus says something, or a prophet says something, and then we go on following and believing in it. This can create such a situation within you that the distant will appear close and the closest will continue to appear distant. It creates an illusory mind. See, there is a Sufi story. Once it happened that a fish in the ocean heard somebody talking about the ocean, and the fish heard for the first time that there exists something like a ocean. So she started to search, started to ask and inquire everybody, but nobody knew where the ocean was. She asked many fish, big and small, known and unknown, famous and not famous, but nobody was capable of answering where the ocean was. They all said they have heard about it. Sometimes in the past, our ancestors knew it. It is written in the scriptures. That's what they said. And the ocean was all round. They were in the ocean. They were talking. They were living in the ocean itself. Sometimes it happens that the closest, nearest is so obvious that you can forget it, ignore it. The nearest is so near that you cannot look at it, because even to look at something a certain distance is needed, some kind of space is needed, and there is no space between you and the divine or truth or God. There is no scope between the fish and ocean. I mean, there is no space between the fish and ocean, no gap. The fish is a part of ocean, just like a wave, or the ocean is just the infinite spread of the being of a fish. They are not two, they exist together. Their being is joined together. Their bodies may appear different, but their inner spirit is one. It is unitary. The same is the situation with us. We go on asking about God, whether God exists or not, and we argue much for and against. Some believe, some disbelieve. Some say it is a myth, just, and some say it is the only truth. But they depend on scriptures. Nobody has an immediate experience. When I say immediate experience, the Master said, what I mean is the experience that has grown into you, or into which you have grown, intimate, so intimate that you cannot feel where you end, and that experience begins. See, God cannot be an object of search. He remains the very subjectivity. You are not going to find him somewhere, because he is everywhere, and if you start looking for him somewhere, you will not find him anywhere. All that is divine. God just means the whole existence, the totality, the ocean that surrounds you, the ocean of life. The first thing to remember before we enter into this intimate search and inquiry, into this intimate experience that people have always called God, or Buddha has called Nirvana, or Jesus has called the kingdom of God. Names differ, but the experience indicated is the one and the same. The first thing to remember is it is not far away, it is where you are. Right now, you are sitting in Him, breathing in Him, breathing Him, and through Him. This has to be constantly remembered and continuously remembered. Don't forget it even for a single moment. If this is remembered, your whole search will become qualitatively different. Then you are not in search of something outside, but something inner. Then you are not in search of something which is going to happen in the future. It can happen right now, it is already happening. If this truth is somewhere in the future, then you are bound to be tense and get worried. But If the divine is here and now, the very existence, the very breath, the very you, then there is no uncertainty, then there is no worry and no anxiety. Even if you go on missing, you cannot miss him. You may have missed him for so many lives, but really you have never missed him because he has always been hidden there waiting for you to turn within and inward. You have been looking outside in the objective world, and that which you are seeking is hidden within. It is your subjectivity. God is not an object and does not exist as an object. You cannot worship because he is hidden in the worshipper itself. You cannot pray, my dear, because he is hidden there from where the prayer arises from within yourself. You cannot seek him without because he is your withinness. When you are not seeking at all, when you are just a being, not going anywhere after anything, you have reached the thing and it has happened. See, this search is going to be qualitatively different. This search is in a way a no search. This seeking is in a way a non seeking. The more you seek, the more you will miss. If he was far away, then it would have been all right. He is here, he is now, right here. The very moment God is happening to you, because this very moment God is happening to you and in you, because you cannot be without him. He is the ocean and you are the fish. There is no goal. The every effort is the goal. Meditation is not a means, it is the end. The moment you are in a standstill, totally you have reached, then there is no way. If you understand this can happen this very moment, when you experience that precious and divine moments in unity, and when you are in union with that all pervading God or truth or divinity, then you will be able to see everything around him, around you, outside as God only. Every atom you can see that it is filled with that existential divinity. God is life, God is existence, and God is the cause. Thank you all.